Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, Scribbles with Barry. And if you're a returning subscriber, you're welcome again. If you are stopping by for the first time, you're welcome to the family. Kindly like, comment, share, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. It will mean a lot to me. Let's learn and have fun.
Well, welcome. It's been a while here on the Scribbles with Barry, and today I want to talk about something that might sound unusual at first. Pretending is part of love. Okay, permit me to use the word pretending. Now, before that sounds wrong, just stay with me. Love is not always loud with show-offs. Sometimes love is quiet effort. Sometimes love is acting in ways that don't come naturally, not to deceive, but to preserve something valuable. To begin, don't make it a scene. Most of what you see in real relationships out there is not effortless chemistry. It is effort. It is pretending to make things work. Think about a stage actor. The audience knows it's not their real life, yet the emotions are real, the effort is real, the intention is real. Relationships are like that. They don't survive on feelings alone. They survive on intentional choices, choosing actions that protect the bond, even when those actions don't feel natural in the moment. Secondly, sometimes someone doesn't like dancing, but might act on the stage. Others discussing feel like the conversation should end. They feel sleeping and tired. They want to sleep, but they still struggle to stay awake. And even if you ask them it's like you want to sleep, they just smile and say, "Not really, I'm fine, let's continue." They are tired but trying to keep up. That's not deception, that's love in motion. It is just like a parent eating their child's badly cooked meal and smiling with pride. Not because it tastes perfect, but because the person matters more than the preference. Some people call it consideration, some call it sacrifice, some call it patience, some call it growth or maturity, some call it compromise, some call it emotional intelligence, others even call it grace. But in truth, it is love choosing love and unity over what they are originally cultured in, over the way they were brought up, love choosing connection over rigid self-expression. Now, there's a verse in 1 Corinthians 13 that says, "Love is patient, love is kind. It does not insist on its own way." That line is powerful. Love doesn't always insist on comfort. Sometimes love bends. And bending is not weakness, because rigidity breaks what flexibility preserves. A tree that refuses to bend in the wind will snap, but the one that bends survives the storm. Yes, real love asks us to go a little outside our personality. Stop being too rigid, claiming that it's your person. Therefore, learn to soften where you are rigid, to stretch where you are fixed if you can. Bend a little to protect your relationship. That's not losing yourself. That's choosing something bigger than ego. There's another verse that says, "Be kindly affectioned one to another with brotherly love, in honor preferring one another." That's Romans 12, verse 10. Love sometimes chooses the other person's joy over personal convenience, not because it is weak, but because it understands value. Think about receiving a gift that isn't perfect, even if it's not the best, and you could point out the flaws. But you could receive it with enthusiasm and let the lapses slide, hype if necessary. Not because the gift is perfect, but because the heart behind it is. That excitement becomes water to the seed of effort, but without it, effort dries up. Many people you see in relationships are doing things that don't fully match their natural personality. Many people you see out there pretend to like what they are doing. But in the real personality, it's not part of them, and it's these pretense you admire. Some pretense seems good. They are learning, stretching, and adapting. At first, it may feel like pretending, like learning a new language for someone you care about and love. At first it feels unnatural, even forced and awkward in the beginning, but over time, what felt like pretending turns to growth and becomes part of you. Because love reshapes people. So when you see the person in relationship go out their way trying to do something you once said you appreciated, you need to accept the so-called pretense. But some will instead destroy those efforts by saying, "Please, spare me of that your pretense," and that's how you kill the little bud trying to sprout. Please, don't crush others' effort by saying, "Stop pretending." because that's the same attitude you admire from others outside, unknowingly to you. Because one of the party you admire outside is also somewhat pretending to carry the other along. Be courteous, encouragement strengthens effort, but rejection weakens it. 1 Corinthians 13 also says, love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Yes, love protects effort, it doesn't embarrass it. But let's balance this. Love is not blind approval of wrong. There are times to be factual and honest. There are times to correct. There are times to say, this isn't healthy. Someone is not doing well. Pointless romancing the person in error to their downfall. True love corrects, admonishes, but correct in love. Speaking the truth in love, as Ephesians 4 says. Love is guiding growth with kindness. Correction without love becomes harsh. Love without correction becomes harmful, but correction wrapped in love builds. In the end, love is not just about being yourself. Love is not pretending everything is okay at the detriment of the other. It is about becoming better for each other. So here's the bottom line. Love may feel natural at first, but sustaining love is often intentional. It is choosing to bend beyond comfort to protect something valuable. And what begins as effort, even what feels like pretending, often becomes genuine transformation, because love shapes us, and if we let it, it reshapes us into people who can truly sustain one another. I hope you got something today. Watch out for the next episode.
Please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you same time next week. Same channel on Scribbles with Barry. Thank you for watching, guys. We love you.